Welcome to Hot Splices. I'm Paul Willistein. We're here at the Roxy Theater in Northampton with Richard Wolf, owner and operator of Roxy. We're going to talk about one of the Lehigh Valley's, Pennsylvania's, and in fact the United States' most classic movie theaters. Richard, how long have you owned the Roxy Theater?
Since June 1st, 1970.
Wow. And you've seen a lot of changes over the years, I bet, in the movie industry.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the movie industry has been predicted to die at least 5 times while I've been here.
Wow, and you're still here.
Yes.
Wow. And what about the Roxy itself? What's the history? How long has the theater been here?
Well, this theater was built in 1920 as the Lyric Theater. It changed hands in the summer of 1933. It was completely redone to the current Art Deco decoration as you see today, designed by Philadelphia architect David Supowitz. And it operated as a combination vaudeville and movie theater in the early years, and primarily as a movie theater since.
Now, what type of movie theaters, what type of movies do you show here at the theater, and what time do you show the movies, and give us a little bit of an idea of your operating schedule?
Okay, well, we run regular commercial films, but we are what's considered to be a second-run theater. We run the films usually about 6 to 8 weeks after their national release. And we do it at a discounted price. Our admission policy is $3, all seats, all times for everybody. Our schedule, we are open every day. We have shows every evening. We have afternoon shows on Sunday afternoon and Wednesday afternoon throughout the year. During the winter season, when it's cold and there's not much to do outside, we have a matinee every Saturday. In the summertime, when school's off and people are on vacation, we have matinees virtually every day.
Let's talk a little bit about the location of the Roxy Theater. We're here in Northampton, Pennsylvania. That is pretty much in the center of the Lehigh Valley. What people want to come here, how would they get to the Roxy Theater?
Well, yeah, geographically, we're right in the center. The easiest way, of course, for most people is to take Route 22 if they're coming from the Easton Phillipsburg area, and then up Shanersville Road to 329 and right into town. If you're coming from the west end of the valley, again 22 to MacArthur Road, up to 329 and then east right into town.
And you're right here on Main Street, and you have a beautiful marquee in front of the theater. And tell us a little bit about that marquee.
Well, that's the original marquee. It has never been changed. Unfortunately, it had been painted out one color when I first came here. And there's 750 some bulbs on it, 36 tubes of neon. 3 tubes of neon worked when I came here, and 38 bulbs lit. That was it. So I had to restore all of that. I eventually found a photograph of the theater as how the marquee was originally painted. So I had it redone. And ever since about 1978 to the present, it's been maintained exactly the way it was when it originally was installed in 1933.
Now, you mentioned about the Roxy Theater as being a combination house where there was vaudeville and movies being shown. And I also understand that the Roxy has a venerable history as a concert venue right here in the Lehigh Valley since you've been here. Tell us about some of the people and groups and performers who've been here at the Roxy Theater.
Well, back in the early 70s, I was approached by Jerry Dean from WSAM Radio about possibly doing concerts here. So they sponsored most of the concerts during that period. And there are hundreds and hundreds of acts. Matter of fact, if you have the opportunity, there's 2 photo collages on the wall here in the lobby that show pictures of many of the acts that played here. But we've had people who've gone on to great stardom, such as Bruce Springsteen and Billy Joel. We had some pretty heavy rockers like AC/DC, Kiss. We've had comics like Bob Klein.
Robert Klein. Yeah.
Robert Klein.
Sure.
And just so many different acts.
Amazing. That's amazing. And the theater seats what, about 500 or so?
Well, when I first came here, it was 650. And we had to make some improvements to the seats and put new different seats in, and it took the seat count down to 558. And then just a little over 6 years ago, we seated it again, and we created a larger area for wheelchair seating and more spacing between rows. So we're actually now down to 453 seats.
What do you enjoy most about owning and operating the Roxy Theater, Richard?
Well, I've always been one that quite interested in architecture. I found theater architecture fascinating. So for me, it was a challenge to restore this theater back to the way it originally was. And I enjoy seeing people come in and leave the theater with smiles on their faces and happy. And I get comments from people all the time, not just by the fact that the price is so attractive, but people like the fact that the theater's been restored, and it's a nice old-time movie-going experience.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Richard Wolf, owner and operator of the Roxy Theater, for being on Hot Splices. We'll see you next time.